talk about, man, is we're going to talk about 10 ways to humble even the most beautiful woman into focusing on pleasing you. See, the problem with the majority of men in this society and the women you're dealing with, you can't get the woman to please you because you start off focusing on pleasing her. These guys don't know what it means to have a woman who gets pleasure from pleasing them because they never know how to put a woman in that mindset. Now, we all want attractive women. Now, attractive is subjective, but we all want women who are attractive to us. And let's be honest, most of us have similarities in what we think are attractive. We may prefer particular body parts or skin tones or heights or any of those things or weights or any of those things, but we can generally all agree that there is a prototypical wheelhouse of what's attractive when it comes to women. Let's go to school. Give me a minute, man. We'll a tad bit. As a matter of fact, man, let's let the eyes show today. Let's let the eyes show today a little bit, man. This light so bright. I don't need my other set on today, man. So here's what I want y'all to keep in mind and understand, brothers. There is a way to navigate this whole interaction with a woman. You can do it like a player. You could do it like a pimp. You could do it from a position of power, is what I'm saying. But it's going to take a well made up mind. And there are some discriminating factors, so to speak, that'll eliminate you. Let's cover a couple of elephants in the room right now. B. Ross, appreciate the dime. Paying tuition, salute to you, B. Ross. D. Swain, appreciate the dime, homie, salute. SJ3, my brother, appreciate the 5, man. Salute to the realers of the real. Salute to my brother SJ3, the artist now known as Harlem World Breaker. Okay, Whit say, appreciate the 5, man. My man BOA back with another one. D. Sims. Man, y'all bear with me, man. I done skipped all past the homie John. Oh, these Sims going crazy out here. Keep pumping these out for lessons. The most I'm proud of you. Salute to you, bro. I appreciate that, man. Got a couple more in here, man, before we get started. Brian Griggs, appreciate the 5 bone schools in session. Salute to you, bro. All right, man. So let's cover a couple of elephants in the room because this ain't gonna be for everybody. If you led with your wallet to get the bra, you need to skip this one. You can't do none of these things because you're a trick. So if you led with your wallet and the woman sees you as the bag, this one ain't for you. Like, don't even listen. Go listen to some content about how to not lead with your wallet. This one ain't gonna help you at all. Hate to be the bearer of bad news. But if you led with your wallet and the woman sees you as bad, if you met the woman off seeking arrangement, this one ain't for you. If you jumped in the woman DM like Quavo did to Brawl Sweetie, man, and sent diamonds and diamond emojis, told her you'll take care of her, man, emojis rather, man, this one ain't for you. This one ain't for you. Elephant number 2. If she flakes on you regularly, this one ain't for you. The level of respect that you need to do this ain't there if the woman flakes on you. If the woman make plans with you and don't hit you up, this one ain't for you. Especially if you take that woman seriously. If you want her to hit you up. If you have a problem with her not hitting you up. If you ain't just wasting time with the bro, just conversing with her back and forth. If she flakes on you regularly, you don't have the type of respect necessary to do none of this stuff. So this one ain't for you either. And third and final elephant in the room. If your calls and texts go unanswered, skip this one. If you call the broad, she don't call you back. If you text the broad, she don't text you back. If you call the broad and she answer you with a text every time, don't never call you back. Let me tell you something, homie. You can't handle this. This one ain't for you. I got other content there for you, but this one ain't for you. No disrespect to you, but this one ain't gonna be for you right here. This is for the men who deal with women from a position of power. It's my way or nowhere, no way is okay type men. Not who just sing the song, men who apply it to their lives and live it that way. That's what it one for. So I say this to you right now. Let's get these men a moment to get out of here. Because then we're going to hurt your feeling and make you see how much of a simp you've been with the broad. Now, everything on this list are things that I implement on a daily. Now, I'm not saying I need to do all of these things daily or any of these things daily. A couple of them you do need to do daily, but most of them you implement them when you need to implement them, but you have to implement them on a regular basis. So these are things I do. These ain't things I read. These ain't things I heard. These ain't things I picked up from nobody else. And for any of you suckers that's going to say, I done listened to you and heard you say this, I don't listen to none of you niggas. I support the content creators I support, but I don't listen to nobody content. I got my young guys who content I listen to, man. YMC. What the homie name is, man? Not side, man. I can't remember the homie name. He gonna come in here. I just listened to a piece of content. He just did a piece of content on me last week, man. BOA most tragic moments, or the moments I go ham. I can't remember the brother name. All I can remember is side name right now. But y'all know what I'm talking about. But if I like people that do what I do, man, I don't listen to nobody no more, man. You know what I'm saying? Not because I have a problem with nobody, but I don't listen to nobody no more because I don't have time. And for another thing, I just don't. I don't have time, man. I still support the people I support, but I don't listen. I support with, I see you on live, man. I come through and drop a super chat, or just from time to time, I throw you a cash app. You know what I'm saying? So I support behind the scenes. So everything that you're gonna hear is something that BOA applied to his life. Now I ain't saying I'm the only one applied to my life, but all these things come from my life. Matter of fact, hell, everything I ever said on here come from my life. Except for the simp stuff now. My simp stuff, I own it. Y'all know that. I own my simp stuff. So let's get this, man. The main thing that you got to remember is that you got to keep a woman humble by keeping her in the truth of who she is. You understand what I'm saying? You got to keep her in the truth of who she is. You don't let a woman brag to you about nothing. Keep her in the truth of who she is. If she got multiple degrees, but she work a job making $40,000 a year, her degrees don't matter. You ain't talking about her down in her accomplishment, but you're keeping her humble. You got to do that. We live in a society that motivates women and perpetuates this energy to them that whatever they do can be magnified by 10. But you just got to keep her humble. I mean, you don't keep her humble by tearing her down. You keep her humble by keeping her in her truth. So what's the first thing you do? You make sure she's all natural when she comes around you. Now, what a woman wear when she out in public, even if I take a woman out, man, she can do whatever she needs to do to feel her best, to be the most confident she need to be. Because when we out in public, I need her to be confident. So whatever that confident means. Sometimes, man, I have a woman out, she'll do something I don't really even like. I don't like women who wear lashes. But you might see me out with a bad little chick with some lashes on. She gonna be bad, and she gonna have some lashes on, maybe. But she gonna be strutting like a stallion when you see her, though. And that's what matters the most when you're out in public with a woman. That she represents you. And what she has to represent is she has to represent your confidence when you're out in public with her. Why? Because as a man, you have to instill the proper confidence in a woman to be in your presence. You can't have a woman that's shying away from the spotlight, man, if you in the spotlight. You can't have a woman that's shying away from attention if you getting attention. You can't have a woman that's shying away from the lifestyle you lead. You got to teach her how to exist whenever she's in the position to be coexisting. For whatever amount of time that may be. If you got a broad living with you, it's all the time. If you got a broad that visit you regularly, it's sometime. So you have to always keep her looking natural. Because here's what it does. If you let her come around you with all that stuff she put on to look her best, she exists in that fantasy world of that facade of who she is. You got to tear all that facade down. Because the only way to keep her humble, she got to see what you see. She can't see what she see. She got to see what you see at all times. And what she see in the mirror in the morning is different from what she see once she put herself together. Now, I ain't saying she put no cake on her face and all that, but whatever she does to put herself together. Hell, lip gloss is putting herself together. So she's different when she puts herself together. Her confidence is different when she puts herself together. Her outlook is different when she puts herself together. And that's cool for when you're out somewhere. But at the crib, you make her strip down to all natural so she can see the imperfections you see. That'll keep her humble. She can't cover her imperfections. Even though the things she think are imperfections may not be imperfections, but if she's gonna cover them, you can't let her cover them. You got to keep her in a natural state. That's a very important thing, man. Very important. When she looks in the mirror, she has to be able to see what you see. Because all of them do something to themselves to leave out the crib in the morning. All of them do something to themselves. They may not all cake on the fake up, but they all do something to themselves to leave out the crib in the morning. This will keep her in the proper headspace when she's around you. She won't feel that confident, like that confident stallion that walks out in public with herself well put together and her best body shaping, body sculpting clothes on, looking the best, the thing that squeeze her body in all the right places. When she around me, all she can wear a t-shirt and panties. Don't put no clothes on when you around me. And don't walk around me butt naked. Not all day. T-shirt and panties. Keep them in that top drawer on the left. You got to keep her in the proper headspace. Another thing, you can't stop a woman from having an attitude. Don't ever try to stop her from having an attitude. You want her to have attitude sometime. What do? Break her back. Take it out. Take it out on that juice box. Take it out on it. Get an attitude with me, I'm going to punish you. All your joints going to be sore, your hip, knees. You might have a couple carpet burns on you. You sure going to have to ease down in that hot water. Punish her, man. Punish that attitude. As a matter of fact, you got to punish her sometime, even when she don't have no attitude. About once a month. About once a month. If you see that woman twice a month, one of those times, boy, you got to break her back. You know what I'm saying? You got to beat that thing like she stole something. You got to beat that thing like you mad. You got to beat that thing, man, like you trying to, but boy, like you ain't never been this mad in your life. You got to punish that thing, man. And if you got a broad that's too old to deal with that, get rid of her. Because a broad at a certain age, she can handle that. When a broad get to a certain point where she too old, her body can't take that type of banging, get rid of her, man. She'll waste of time. If when you done, she ain't thinking she might not need to have sex with you anymore, you ain't do it right. In her mind, she's saying, "Ooh, I don't want to do that no more." But she caught up on you, so she gonna do it again. She want to do it again, but her mind telling her she don't want no more of that. That's what you got to do, man. About once a month. That's your punishment for a woman. You ain't got to beat her. You ain't got to do none of that. Break her back. I do it. It works. You break her back, she'll get over it. Then she'll realize how much she loved being in your presence. And she'll say, "I love you" every day. I mean, you know she don't love you. She love the way you make her feel. She love being in your presence. She love the energy of the environment. But all that's you. See, if she love my energy, if she love the way I make her feel, if she love the way I make her feel about herself, oh, that's me. I'm claiming all that. That's me. My energy is responsible for that. If she love my energy, she love me. If she love the results of my energy, she love my energy. She love me. My energy is me. She can't get it from nowhere else. And one of the most egregious things that men have a problem doing is enforcing my way or no way. I don't make these songs, man, just because they sound good. I mean, although I admit they sound damn good. I don't make them to sound good. I make them to give you the information that you need to apply to your life. It's my way or no way, and no way is okay. You got to apply that to your life, man, with any bra. I ain't got no bra, man. I ain't never had no bra, man, so valuable. I need to change the way I want it for her. She can get the hell on. Each and every woman I've ever known in my life, man, is free to get the hell on at any time. Put your ice and forget you in there and sell the refrigerator with you in there. Because the bottom line is, here's the secret. We are really okay with taking time away from dealing with women and being by ourselves for extended periods of time. So you don't have to go through your whole life practicing no damn semen retention. You don't have to do that. But just knowing that you can do it, this is why you do semen retention. To prove to yourself that you can. This is why you do abstinence. To prove to yourself that you can. You know what I'm saying? So you never have to view it. Oh, I can't, man. I love this woman. I got to keep her around, man. I got the in-house loving. You don't care about in-house loving. Because at any given time, it's about time for you to abstain or do some semen retention anyway. You did? Let me give you an example. Let's say I'm out with a woman. She out hanging out. She'd have earned a date. She'd have earned a date night. And we out somewhere. And suddenly, for whatever reason, I say something she don't like. She just get in a funk. You know what I'm saying? Here's one of my pet peeves. If I'm riding down the street and a woman in the whip with me, and she got her back to me like this, looking out that window, looking out that passenger side window, that's the greatest disrespect a woman can show you. If a woman is riding with you, out supposed to be having a blast, you taking time out your day, you done set aside this time for her this night, and she gonna do that, turn and do this and look out like, man, let me tell you something. Don't get mad. Drop her back off at home. And then you pull off and go enjoy the rest of your night. See, because a woman got an attitude, don't mean your night is over. It just means her night is over. If she with me and she got an attitude, homie, it don't do nothing to my night. I'm finna go have a blast. Probably call up one of my partners, couple of my partners. We finna go. The schedule might change, but the night's still gonna go on. But she finna go home and seethe in her pity and sorrow by herself. Don't be sitting around, man, trying to beg what's wrong out no broad. You don't care what's wrong with her. You ain't did nothing to her. I don't care nothing about no broad having no attitude, man. I don't care why she got it. I ain't finna ask her. Because I ain't did nothing to her but give her the best experience of her life. I ain't did nothing to her but give her the most guys she ever got. I ain't did nothing to her but give her the most positive energy she never got. I ain't did nothing to her but give her the most alpha energy she never got. I ain't did nothing to her but give her the best back breaking she ever got. So I don't care what's wrong with her. You don't care what's wrong with her. You ain't did nothing to her. Now, if you know you dogging a woman out, doing all type of thing to her, yeah, that's a different ball game. But if you know you ain't did nothing to the broad, man, why you worrying about what's wrong with her? Can't be near one of them simps. Babe, what's wrong with you, babe? What's wrong? You can talk to me, babe. What's wrong with you? Ain't that wrong? Ain't that wrong? I'm just, what's wrong with you, baby? You look so sad over there, baby. What's wrong with you? Tell me, baby, so daddy can fix it for you, baby. Whatever it is, baby, I'll fix it for you, baby. Come on, baby. Talk to me. I don't want you to be sad, baby. Last night, me and my woman, we cried together. Nah, bro. Drop your ass off at home. Go enjoy the rest of your night. Don't even wait for her to get in the house. Drop off and pull off. You already had to lose some time. Bring her back home. And here's the thing. If that's a night where she spend the night at your crib, and you had to end the night because of that, her whole visit over. Take her home, park, go in, let her get whatever she bought, see her to her car, kiss her, slob her down, and send her on her way. Matter of fact, don't just slob her down, rub her down too. Send her on her way, hot and bothered. So she can say, babe, I don't want to go. I don't want to go home. I just want to. And I said, nah, shout at me. I'm about to enjoy the rest of my night. Might not come home tonight, so I don't want to leave here by yourself. So let's just, we'll link up. We'll link up some other time. Send her home. You got to always let a woman know that no matter how beautiful she is, you don't care if she go. Now, granted, like I said, if the woman view you as a simp, if she flake on you all the time, ignore your calls and texts, act like you don't exist, no, don't want blah, blah, blah. If she do all that to you, man, if you lay with your wallet, if she view you as the bad, this ain't for you. But everybody else, let's keep going. Now, this one right here is a tricky one. And I do this one most of the time. Now, I will go on vacation sometime, depending on where I'm going, and I will take a new chick with me. You know what I'm saying? If I just met her, I will take her with me on a vacation if I already had the vacation planned. You know what I'm saying? Especially if I ain't really had a chance to really touch on her like I want to yet. That's better than meeting a chick there. Here you got a new chick that you already built up the energy where you want to cut her. You ain't really had a chance to get a hold to you like you want to. You may have been able to have a quick or two from time to time, man. Maybe get some brain or something. But I'm talking about really stretch out and get a hold to her, man. Really, really put that line in her spine. I'm talking about that one right there. If you ain't really had the opportunity to do that yet, you might take her on vacation. But here's the thing. Otherwise, you never take her anywhere that she can't afford to take herself. See, if you are thinking about taking a woman somewhere she can't afford to go herself, you're leading with your wallet. You're leading with your wallet. And here's the thing. If a woman feels like, well, I could go here by myself. Okay, well, we here. Make her ass pay. You see what I'm saying? Because here's what you don't want to do. You don't want to take her somewhere and then you got to end the date and walk away, but she can't afford to pay, so you got to pay anyway. Because it's just low down the dirt to leave a bra somewhere she can't afford to pay. We ain't them type of men. We don't hate women, but we ain't going to take no junk off of them either. So where she might be there, she might have to pay for her own food. And you want her to be somewhere where she can pay for her food. And it's going to be somewhere she enjoy because this type of thing she eats at all the time. Now, if a woman earns more, you give her more. But these are normal circumstances. So if she earns a different place, take her to a different place. But otherwise, man, you take her to a place she can afford to go. Because you got to make sure that you don't give a woman everything in the beginning. You got to make her earn the elevation to the next level of being with you. She got to earn those levels. She got to earn the level of going to the fly places that you go. That ain't somewhere you take a broad you just met. See, because you got to keep this in mind too. If you're the most alpha version of yourself, you've already changed her life just with your presence. And she knows the value of having you around her, of being around you. So being out with you is her unpaid debt already. She should be thanking her lucky stars that not only is she able to be at the crib with you, chilling under closed doors, becoming a better version of herself, she's able to be out with you as well. And enjoy what that feels like, being in the presence of a masculine man who she probably never been in the presence. I want y'all to keep in mind the majority of women have never been in the presence of a masculine man. The majority of women have never been in the presence of a masculine man. Not some of them, the majority of them have never been in the presence of a masculine man. Man, them light bright as a fool, homies. I need a break from them lights, man. The majority of women have never been in the presence of a masculine man. They've been in the presence of some fake gangsters. They've been in the presence of some fake players, but they ain't been in the presence of a masculine man. Because it's always better to be with you than it is for her to be alone or with somebody else. That's why she's trying to spend all her time with you. There's only one reason a woman trying to spend all her time with you. Because she's feeling someone she around you that she ain't never felt before. She want to feel it. Perfect example, man. I had a chick, man. Man, she was talking fly, just talking slick. Man, let me tell you something. Soon as she came in the crib, man, soon as she walked up in the crib, I ain't even hesitate. grabbed her, just grabbed her from behind, man, sitting, man, kissing on her neck and all that, man. Just unbutton her pants, man, unzip, pull them down, man, pull her panties down, man, everything, man. Pull one leg out, man, popped it up on the kitchen counter, man, and went to town. Talk about savage, savage pack. You understand? Savage pack. Move from the kitchen counter to the sofa, savage pack. Move to the other sofa, savage pack. Move to the love seat, savage pack. Forgot the stairs, savage pack. Got to remember the stairs next time. Move to the bedroom, back shots to the moon. Killer back shots. Killer back shots. Who you think you talking to? Huh? What I tell you about? What I tell you about that mouth? Savage back shots. About 40 minutes of them. Savage back shots. Now you may think that was bad. You may think that was bad. You may think that turned out bad. Man, Shawty want to be my wife, man. You understand what I'm saying? I ain't talking about for play. I'm talking about for real, real. I ain't gonna tell you nothing that don't work, homies. But you got to have a certain understanding with the woman. You got to dominate the woman's mind. You got to dominate the environment from the beginning. See, what a woman do at her home is her thing. But when a woman come to your crib, when she come to your environment, you got to dominate that environment because it's your environment to dominate. You owe it to yourself to dominate the environment. You owe it to the broad to dominate the environment. Do you know that most women have never been in a place where they could be in a comfort zone outside of their own comfort zone? See, at home, she's in a comfort zone because she's in a little bit of control. With you, she got to be in a comfort zone because that's the first time she's ever been comfortable enough to relax into her femininity, relax into her submission. You ain't got to cut up on a broad man who around you, man, and feel like femininity is a comfort zone. How do you do that? By making masculinity yours. Masculinity has to be your comfort zone, homie. That's how you get these things popping, man. That's how you get these type of things popping. You got to dominate a woman sexually, man. If you don't dominate her sexually, then no level of game, no level of info, no level of nothing else is going to work. You got to dominate her sexually. That's why a woman can have a perfect life at home with a man who pays for everything. He's a provider. He's a protector. He's this, but he don't dominate her sexually. He always trying to make love to her. He always trying to love on her. He always trying to be gentle with her. And she'll go somewhere else about once a month to get the savage pack. Now just imagine if that man who was the provider and protector had enough masculine wherewithal to be given her the savage pack too, about once a month. A woman don't need the savage pack more than about once a month. Once a month. It's gonna take her a few days to get over it. It's gonna take her a few days to get over how savage it was. Because here's the thing that a woman thinks, and I'm gonna tell y'all like this. This is one way you tell a good girl from a scallywag. You treat a scallywag like that, it's just par for the course for her. It's normal. You treat a good girl like that, in her mind, she gonna wonder if you think she's a whore. Because in her mind, that's how a man is with a whore. See, the average good girl don't know that she want the savage pack because she ain't never had it. Everybody she meet trying to make love to her and be all gentle with her and make sure they don't hurt her. And they don't want her to cry. And they don't want to bruise her body. And they don't want to smack her on the ass. They don't want to do none of that. They want to treat her like a toy. But not in the atmosphere. That ain't what we do. We ain't going to treat her like a toy. We're gonna enjoy. And unbeknownst to her, she gonna enjoy too. So you let a couple of weeks pass, and for the past whole week, all she been thinking about is how amazing it felt to be dominated in a way she's never been dominated, to be treated like a piece of sexual property. She loved it. And now every day at work, she making a mess on her panties every day at work. Why? Because now she's curious about the Savage Pack. Now that she knows what it is, now she wants to see if she could go in with her eyes wide open and have an even better time with it. Now you know what she's doing? She's craving it. And women are sexual beings. That Savage Pack will put you in a woman's mind and a woman's spirit and a woman's body like no man has ever been before. Especially when you're flexing alpha energy every day when she's around you. Every day you flex alpha energy. She ain't never had that in her life. She ain't never had the alpha energy of the Savage Pack. Now she get it in one package. You know what she want to do? She want to be your wife, man. She don't never want to be in a situation where she can't get this from you. Now, how many times did I mention Cole approaching something broad? How many times did I just mention game? Another thing is this, man. This is one of the most important ways to keep a woman humble. Because here's the thing. If you make her be all natural around you all the time, she could do what she want to do when she at her crib. She could do what she want to do when she in public. Whatever she need to put on, she could do that. She need to wear lashes or whatever she need to wear, makeup, whatever she need to do. But when she around me, at the crib with me, she going to be all natural. You know what she going to do? She going to always see her imperfections. And she going to start asking you questions about them. You think I need to lose such and such? I think I need to lose about 10 pounds. What you think? Shit, baby, I think probably about maybe 10 or 15. Probably 15. Just go ahead and lose 15. In her mind, she need to lose 10, but she knows she really need to lose 15, but she let her mind think about 10. Just tell her the truth. Nah, baby, I think you need to lose by 15. By 15, you'll be a stunner, girl. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm gonna be honest, every time you come around me, I get bricked up. So, you know what I'm saying? I mean, you still fine enough to do that, but I mean, 5 more pounds might put you out of that range. So you drop by 15, girl, you're gonna be cold. You know what I'm saying? I might have to make you my little wife for you. Go ahead and drop that 15. Be honest with her when she asks you those things. Be honest with her when she asks you those things. Do it. If you see her and she in need of a fill-in, it don't matter how busy she been. Call it out. Hey, shout it by the time you get a fill-in, I don't like you going double nails on there. It don't take much for me by that much. I don't want to see no separation by that much. That much separation, all I want to see. Be honest with the broad, man. She asking you questions because she wants you to be honest. Here's the problem with the majority of men in this society. You think a woman asks you questions because she wants you to cater to her. A woman asks you questions because she wants you to be honest. She wants you to be honest. The only time she have problems with being honest is when you've been lying to her. When you've been the type of dude been telling her what she want to hear. You've been faking the phone. You understand? You ain't man enough to stand on your own too and tell a woman what's real with you. If you can't tell her what's real with her, you sure can't tell her what's real with you. And women know that, man. Let me see, man. I think I got a missed couple super chats up here, man. Let me check it out. I hope I ain't let them get away, man. If I did, my bad, homies. Ryan Lopez, welcome to the Alpha Family. Welcome to the Green Label Gang. Strength Gang, appreciate the dub. Appreciate the content you constantly deliver. Salute to you, bro. I appreciate that. DeMario Tate, welcome to the Alpha Family. Welcome to the Green Label Gang. Mustafa, what's good, brother? Appreciate the firebomb. First time joining you live. You preach truth always. Salute to you, brother. You're a real one. Salute to you, brother. Welcome to the Alpha Family, man. Appreciate you joining us. Deshaun Gates, what up, D? Appreciate the firebomb, man. You the realest, Dr. BOA. Salute to you, brother. I appreciate that. Hey Johnson, welcome to the Alpha Family, brother. Welcome to the Green Label Gang. Dave Wood, why? What's good, brother? Appreciate the 5 bones. We live today. Top notch game 100. Salute to you, bro. I appreciate it. Appreciate it. I appreciate all the new subs, man. The brothers coming through, man. I appreciate that. So when you're honest, when she asks about her flaws, then she respects you. She respects your honesty. Because a lot of time women used to men just telling them lies about everything. I mean, you tell them lies about everything. If I lie to a woman, it's because I don't want her. And I know how women feel about men who don't tell them the truth. So I just make up stuff and tell a woman anything, man, if I don't want her. Quick, easy way to run a woman off, man, tell her some lies. Like simple stuff. Lie about simple stuff. You know what I'm saying? Lie about your name, your age. Lie about simple stuff. When you lie about simple stuff like that, then you're able to, a woman she can't bring herself to trust you enough to stay with you. That's how you keep a woman from wanting to be with you. Now, she may be attached to the energy, but you just keep reminding her a few times. Shawty, you feel like I'm dishonest. You can't be with a man that's dishonest. You can't be with a man who you think lacks integrity. And then the man, I'll be honest with you. I would think that too. I would think somebody who lied to me like that lacks integrity too. I wouldn't be with that person. If a woman gets too attached to her, bro, you got to run off. This is a problem that I have. I don't know how many men have that problem, but I have that problem. My problem ain't getting women. My problem is getting rid of them. That's real talk. You know what I'm saying? This ain't me bragging or trying to one up nobody in there because I don't really care what nobody else does. I'm talking about me, BOA. Chief, stand still. Appreciate the dub, homie. Peace and blessing, Dr. BOA. What up, GLG? Salute to you, Chief. I appreciate it, man. Jermaine Harriet, man. Appreciate the $3 super sticker, bro. Appreciate it. Chris Lee, appreciate the 5 bones, man. Now, another thing is this, brothers. Don't flaunt it, but don't hide that you have other options waiting in the wings. Don't hide that you have options waiting in the wings. You know what I'm saying? I get out, man, with my bro, man. So, when I come on here, man, I'm on YouTube, bro. I'm doing a video at my crib. I'm doing a live stream at my crib. I dress how I dress at the crib. I got on a t-shirt with some type of alpha animal on the front of it and a ball cap. I'm at the crib. You know what I'm saying? I've been out once today. I went to the grocery store today, man. I've been at the crib all day, grinding, working, doing paperwork. You know what I'm saying? Accounts payable. Just doing different things, maintaining the business, content. You know what I'm saying? Third piece of content today, doing it. So I'm just on here like this. But man, when I get out with a chick, draped up, dripped out. And I'm in the South, the deep South. So I stick out like a sore thumb when I'm draped up, dripped out, homie. And when the woman is with me, she get that experience. She get the experience of accountability. And wherever I go, there's a possibility that somebody gonna run up on me and say, BOA, Doc. You know how it turns out in the environment for somebody to see you somewhere and want to take a picture with you? Think about that. When the last time you been somewhere and somebody saw you, say, "Hey, bro, what's up, man? Hey, man, let me get a shot with you, bro. Man, I can't wait to tell my brother I saw you out here, man." Or call your brother. Let me talk to him on the phone. The women around see that. They be like, "Who is this guy?" But even if you just saw somewhere and let's say you just in the most phenomenal shape of your life, you just entered the cut, you ripped. You show up in a wife beater. You ain't got to know nobody. Show up in a white beater, you and your bra, man, you might not have on one, you might have on one piece of jewelry, a watch. And you pull up and you chunked up like that. Oh yeah, you're gonna be the center of attention in them, especially in the South, but really in the United States. The majority of people in the United States ain't in shape. You take the athletes away, take the professional athletes, college athletes, high school athletes away. The majority of people in the United States ain't in shape. So just being in the best shape of your life, being in top condition can get you that same celebrity type interaction when you're out in public somewhere. So you got to make sure the woman know. See, I flirt when a woman ain't with me. You know what I'm saying? But I flirt in style. I don't jock women. I flirt. I flirt women. I flirt back. I don't flirt. I flirt back. I reflirt. Let's call it that. Don't flirt, reflirt. So I still do that with a woman out with me. I still reflirt. You understand? But I'm a classy brother, so I reflirt, and it's always a class act. But the woman see that. She see that, and in her mind, if she wasn't here with me, I could get that girl right there. You got to play to your strengths, homie. Just like in every other facet of life, you play to your strengths. Popularity, notoriety, that's one of my strengths. Showing up somewhere, man, looking big and swole, that's one of my strengths. And I ain't even all the way lean yet, homies. But that's one of my strengths. Being draped up and dripped out, that's one of my strengths. Showing up Ryan clean, that's one of my strengths. Having the gift of gab to make any woman walk the slab and give me every dollar she'll ever have from selling her ass, that's one of my strengths. Play to your strengths, man. Every man who is successful with having women in positions in his life that he wants them to be in that benefit him plays to his strengths. Whatever your strength is. Another thing. Now, because I will say this, man, there ain't no harm in you doing that, because here's the thing. We already know beautiful women have options. All right, that's enough of the shades, man. I don't know why that little light flashing in the back, man. I don't know where that's coming from. But we already know beautiful women. We already know beautiful women have options. All beautiful women have options. We know that already. You understand? So that ain't that wrong with you having an option, because we already know that there's somebody in her face somewhere. If she at work, we already know there's somebody in her face at work. You know what I'm saying? If she at the gym, we already know there's somebody in her face at the gym. If she a bad broad, there's people in her face. But you ain't trying to flaunt it in her face. You want her to be open the way you're open. You know what I'm saying? If she see you doing it, a woman is gonna respond to what you do. That's why I don't understand having a problem with women, because a woman gonna respond to what you do if she don't get rid of her. Chris Lee Studio, appreciate the 5 bone, man. This is a good game. You saving countless lives. Salute to you, bro. Appreciate it. Hey, Johnson, appreciate the dub, homie. Been listening for the last 2 years. Doc, I got to thank you. Me and old lady have never been better since applying your principles. Learning nine life that 99.99% of the time of percent of women simply aren't worth my focus. And yeah, man. And that boy Russ, yeah, man. Well, you know what, bro? It's good you said that, man, because that's the thing. When you get to a certain level of existence, a certain value, 99% of women ain't worth your time. So I don't do a whole lot of flirting. I flirt back. I don't flirt with women. But man, I don't chase no woman. Because if I chase a woman, there's a 99.999% chance that I'm wasting my time because she ain't on my level. See, if you just look at women from a physical perspective, you can validate a lot of women and overvalue a lot of women. But if you get past the physicality, especially the surface physicality, because none of them look like that when they wake up in the morning. And let me tell you something. On that natural thing, if you got a woman that looks so bad naturally that you don't want her to be natural around you, man, you don't need to be with her anyway. If she looks so tore up in her natural state that you can't even focus, you don't want to look at her, man, what's she around you for? You need to put her in a position where there's no intimacy. You need to benefit from her on a business level or something, man, whatever you need to do. That's the real deal, man. Now, here's another thing, and this is a problem that many men have. Never put time with her above making money. Not even a possibility of making money. If there's a possibility to make money, if somebody telling you about a way you might be able to make money, you put whatever you got going on her, with her on hold, because that ain't gonna benefit you. You got to always let a woman know that she'll never come before your money. Ever. At no point. No matter how long she lasts, no matter how much she prove herself, she can prove herself to earn everything except a spot above your God and a spot above your money. She gonna always be beneath those two things. Always. And of course, yourself, that goes without saying. Of course, you ain't gonna put the broad above you. Gotta keep that in mind, man. MOB is real. Money over bras is real. Money over booty is real. Money over babes is real. Money over body is real. MOB is real, man. As cliche as it sounds, MOB is real. It's always money over them, man. Always. Another thing is never jump through hoops to get or keep a broad. The moment you jump through a hoop, you empower her because you look like a trick pony. If somebody gonna be jumping through some hoops, she need to be jumping through the hoops. Before you step through a hoop that's on the ground, she need to be jumping through a gasoline. She need to be jumping through a fiery hoop with gasoline draws on. Never jump through hoops for a broad, man, because she don't want you to jump through hoops. She just enjoy the entertainment aspect of seeing you jump through hoops. But if a woman gets you to jump through some hoops, it's over, man. You can't get that power back. Once you're viewed as a clown, you can never be the ringmaster. You ain't never seen the ringmaster be the same dude that's the clown. Ever. You ain't never seen it. You ain't never seen the owner of the basketball team running up and down the court doing suicides. Ever. When you pay the cost to be the boss, you be the boss. Ain't no woman worth keeping to jump through no hoops, man. Matter of fact, not just money. If anything more important comes up, always cancel whatever plans you have with her. Like you got to keep a woman in the proper perspective of what her value is in your life. And you can't do that if you're sacrificing things that just simply have more value. And it don't mean that you don't value the woman. It means that you don't overvalue the woman. Valuing a woman who has value is not a problem. Overvaluing a woman who has value is a problem. There are certain things that have more value than your woman. They always will. They always should. And you got to remember that. The same way she has to remember that. And finally, last but not least, put her on ice as often as she needs it. If you put her on ice for 5 days and take her off and she talk crazy, put her back on ice for 7. Because here's the thing about ice. You don't care if you never talk to the broad again. Put her on ice. Put her on ice, man. Put her on ice. Matter of fact, let's keep going. And not only do you put on ice as often as you need to, you put on ice for as long as you deem necessary. Sometimes you might put a broad on ice for a year. You might put on ice for a year. Okay, cool. Just put on ice. Don't argue with the broad. Don't try to convince her to do better. Don't do none of that. Put on ice. Now, honestly, I done put a chick on ice before, man. And when I took off ice, man, she didn't want to come off ice. She didn't appreciate that I just stopped talking to her and she felt like she deserved to be treated better than that and blah, blah, blah. And I was like, okay, cool. All right, fine. That's you got to keep that in mind. That's why it's got to be your way or no way. You got to really buy into the my way or no way mantra. Otherwise, you could be jumping through hoops, going back and forth, man. Putting the broad on ice. Oh no, I want to keep her. I put on ice. Oh no, I don't want her to go. Put on ice. Oh no, baby, don't go. You can't do that, bro. You got to do what you got to do, homies. And that's real, man. You can't be playing games with these bros, man, because they ain't gonna play no game with you. That's real, man. Steph Cam, my brother, appreciate the $100 sponsorship of the show, bro. I usually sit back and let your words soak in, but I got to say thanks, Dr. BOA. You're definitely needed for this society we live in, brother. Stay focused, put in the work, put God first, and the rest will follow. Man, well said, brother. Well said. Absolutely well said. Appreciate you, brother. Well said enough. Let's run that one again. I usually sit back and let your words soak in, but I got to say thanks, Dr. BOA. You are definitely needed for this society we live in. Brother, stay focused, put in the work, put God first, and the rest will follow. In that order. Salute to you, bro. Appreciate the sponsorship of the show, man. Supporting as always, man. Being 10, go hard. Appreciate the dime super sticker, man. Salute. So, the thing that we have to understand, man, is that when you build yourself into the most alpha version of yourself, you have more value than anybody that the people who meet you has ever met before you. So anybody you meet, you have more value than anybody they've ever met. Not just women, everybody. So you got to present yourself to the world that way. And most certainly present yourself to you that way. You got to make sure a bro know, man, that you the prize and you know it. You ain't got to tell her. You ain't got. See, a lot of times I hear guys telling me, man, I told her I'm the prize. I told her no, you ain't got to tell her that. If you got to tell a woman you the prize, drop her. You men have to learn how to accept an experience with a woman as a learning experience and move on from it. But you can't because you got your feelings caught up. So even though that situation didn't go the way you wanted, it never has gone the way you wanted, you got to let the bro go. You can't rebound from that situation. You can't fix that. It's ruined too bad, man. It's like dropping an egg on the floor, then try to put it back in the shell. That egg gone, bro. You had a dozen, now you got 11. I hope you don't need the whole dozen. You about to make 11. You about to make 11 deviled eggs. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got enough. And that's what I want you men to understand. You got to value yourself so much that you couldn't possibly put a woman above you. Bro, I can't possibly put a woman above me. I don't put no men above me. How am I put a woman above me? It don't make no sense. Don't make a bit of sense, man. You got to make her earn everything she gets, brothers. Like you have to make her earn everything she gets. Sometimes you got to make her earn it twice before you give it to her once. Got to be sure she ain't luck up on it. You understand what I'm saying? I want you men to keep two things in mind. Three things for sure. Becoming the most alpha version of yourself is the greatest investment you could ever make in your life. Building yourself into the man of your dreams is the most satisfying thing you'll ever do. Master Executive, appreciate the $5 super sticker. Harlem World, SJ, Flames, Famo, YMC, I appreciate y'all brothers. And the third thing that you must always remember, alphas up, betas down. It's the motto. Peace. Seems like no matter what you do sometimes, your efforts go underappreciated or unappreciated, period. You know, all we do, man, is try to give men the information they need to become the best version of themselves. No hate. We love women. We don't hate them. We just don't take no foolishness. And we can't be controlled by our lust. Those men can.
but not us.
Alphas up, betas down, it's the motto. Simps claiming that they pimps, but they not though. Alphas up, betas down, it's the motto. Suckers claiming to be players, but they not though. Alphas up, betas down, it's the motto. Tricks acting like they max, but they not though. Alphas up, betas down, it's the motto. Betas claiming to be alpha, but they not though.
Now I'm not gonna tell you, man, that you shouldn't value your woman at all. A woman does have value, but you can't overvalue her and convince yourself that she brings more value to your life than you bring to hers. You know, just the protection and provision is more than a woman can ever make up for, man. So I'm not saying don't give her props for what she does, but damn sure never make her feel like she's more important to you than you are to her, because it's just a figment of your imagination. She knows the truth, so you have to understand the truth as well. This is called the abundance mindset. There's nothing she can give you that you can't give yourself, besides a baby. And do you really want one of those right now? Nope.
Alphas up, betas down, it's the motto. Simps claiming that they pimps, but they not though. Alphas up, betas down, it's the motto. Suckers claiming to be players, but they not though. Alphas up, betas down, it's the motto. Tricks acting like they max, but they not though. Alphas up, betas down, it's the motto. Betas claiming to be alpha, but they not though.
You see, the main thing that men let women slide with is shut-uppiness and obedience. Now, when you use the term obedience with a woman, she automatically relates that to being a slave. But slaves aren't obedient. Obedience is a choice. Slaves either do it or die. Shut-uppiness is another thing that women have a problem with. It doesn't mean you can't talk. It means that you can't talk when I'm talking. It means that when we're talking about things that I do as the man, you don't have an opinion on those things, because I make decisions based on facts, not opinions, not even my own opinions, and most certainly not yours.
Alphas up, betas down, it's the motto. Simps claiming that they pimps, but they not though. Alphas up, betas down, it's the motto. Suckers claiming to be players, but they not though. Alphas up, betas down, it's the motto. Tricks acting like they max, but they not though. Alphas up, betas down, it's the motto. Betas claiming to be alpha, but they not